Clutches are parts subject to wear, and depending on the stress level, the linings of the clutch disc wear sooner or later. When the clutch's disc lining wears, it changes the position of the installed diaphragm springs, as shown here in fast motion. The flexible tongues are shifted in axial direction, more installation space is required, and the pedal forces increase significantly. In a fully automatic way, Extend removes this principal disadvantage of standard diaphragm spring clutches by means of wear compensation, maintenance-free during the entire service life. The Extend mechanism consists of only 6 components. The adjustment rings with ramp-shaped surfaces which compensate lining wear through mutual twisting. The adjustment ring spring, which initiates the adjusting procedure through its preload. The retaining spring, which is designed as a leaf spring. The wedge-shaped slide with an additional coil spring. The stopper, which mechanically couples the wear distance to the compensation system. It is in jammed position between the flywheel and the housing. Otherwise, the Extend corresponds to a standard pressure plate. If lining wear occurs, the stopper, which is located between the flywheel and the pressure plate housing, lifts the retaining spring. The wedge-shaped slide slips into the gap, which was created by this, and stops the retaining spring in the lifted position. By actuating the clutch, the adjusting ring pair is relieved axially. Due to the preload, which is the adjustment ring spring, the bottom ring is twisted until the top ring touches the retaining spring again. The diaphragm spring is then back in its initial position. Lining wear can be excluded. The clutch was readjusted automatically. For disassembling the clutch, all screws which connect the clutch with the flywheel are loosened constantly crosswise, step by step. Here it is essential to note that the stop is lifted off the clutch housing. If necessary, the bolt must be loosened by lightly tapping on it. If the bolt in the housing is not loose, the adjustment mechanism is triggered during disassembly. Readjustment is no longer possible then. Extend pressure plate and the clutch disc form an entity because the lining wear remains on the pressure plate, mechanically. Therefore, reassembly is only possible with a fixed pair that was taken out together, the disc and the pressure plate. If a new clutch disc is necessary, the entire clutch set must be replaced, for example, the pressure plate and the clutch disc. For assembly, all screws must be tightened crosswise diagonally, constantly in at least 4 steps. The readjustment system is now active.